As the hurricane season closes, the region now turns its focus on disaster management. Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. In the wake of one of the most destructive hurricane seasons in history affecting so many islands in the hemisphere, experts are hoping to come up with tangible solutions and protocols to ensure the region can stand up to mitigating effects of climate change and worsening storms. Clint Watson reports.
It's often referred to as paradise. The Caribbean region is perhaps the envy of the world, but our location also makes us vulnerable to some of the world's worst storms. Added to that, the issue of climate change, and it becomes a serious issue for our region.
The risk we face threatened our fragile economies and demand that we have in place sound disaster risk management systems. We must continue to build disaster-resilient communities through Partnership for Resilience.
Opening the region's premier event on disaster risk management, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Minnis told the 10th Caribbean Conference on Comprehensive Disaster Management that this past hurricane season, our region experienced some of the deadliest and most destructive storms ever. Sadly, he says, the economic, environmental, social, and psychological damage will remain for some time.
In the midst of such storms, the urgency of addressing the mitigation of climate change is paramount.
The Prime Minister reiterated that as a region we must press for the promised assistance by other countries to mitigate against climate change brought on by larger developed countries. The latest science connecting hurricanes and global warming suggests stronger storms are on the horizon. Dr. Minnis says addressing this issue will require a new mindset and new protocols.
Here in the Bahamas, our NEMA team has met with C.D.M coordinating units to discuss the country work program and its alignment with national goals identified in the regional C.D.M strategy. Our priorities are mapping out vulnerable areas and community preparedness. We are building capacity in our family islands and working to bring communities to a point where they can respond as quickly as possible in the immediate aftermath of a disaster, including logistical capacity.
The Prime Minister urged conference delegates to ensure that at the end of the meeting they come up with tangible solutions to push the region forward. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.